you guys. Welcome. Come on in. I'm super pumped. So, welcome to Happy July to y'all. I'm super pumped that you're here. And throughout this entire month, we are going to be digging into and decoding why we make fear-based decisions. And you might be going, Delynn, I don't really make decisions based on fear. And I would argue that you might not understand what it is that you fear. Like, do you even understand this? Okay. So, because a lot of the decisions that people are making are based not from what they actually want, from what they actually desire. Okay. And you're not likely not any different than that, right? So we make decisions based on like the amount of money that we have, not the amount of money that we want. We make decisions about the amount of time that we think that we have, not anything outside of that. We make decisions based on, sometimes we don't even know how to make decisions. We let other people make decisions for us. So these are all things that we're going to kind of dig in. Now, if you're in the Activate membership within my app, we're really going to dig into this because your decisions are driving everything in your life, in your business, in your health, in your relationships. And we're really going to work at decoding this within there. So if you aren't in Activate yet, download the Pursue You app. Go into your app store, download Pursue You, get into the Activate portal. And this is where we're going to be really decoding this. Okay. We've got a series happening all month long. I'm going to be going live in there. We're going to be having some conversations. We're really going to be digging into this. So I hope to see you guys in there if you're not in there yet. But today, specifically, we're going to dive deep into understanding the nature of fear-based decision-making. So really by the end of today, you're going to really have a clear understanding of this because it is driving more things in your life than not. Okay. So first, your question might be like, what is like fear-based decision-making? Like, what is this even? Okay. But really, it means that fear dictates the choices that we make. Okay. Instead of making decisions based on logic or values or what you actually want, we let our fears take control. It totally just hijacks us. Okay. And this could mean you're avoiding risks, right? Maybe you're in the habit of sticking to the status quo, not kind of going outside the box that you've put yourself in. Right? Making choices that seem safe, but they aren't necessarily in your best interest. Okay. The impact of fear-based decision-making in our lives is massive, is absolutely massive. And it can lead to a lot of missed opportunities. Maybe you're feeling a little stagnant in your life. Maybe you're feeling dissatisfied, just waiting for the next thing. Okay. When fear controls our decisions, we often start to play small because we avoid taking necessary what we think are as risks. And then we fail to live up to what we think our true potential is. Okay. To understand why we make decisions out of fear, we need to look at the origins of fear itself. Okay. Understand, you guys, like fear is a natural response and it's designed to protect you from danger. Okay. So psychologically, fear triggers that fight or flight response and it floods our bodies with adrenaline and it prepares us to either face the threat or flee it. Okay, psychologically, this is what's happening. Physiologically, you're going to feel like if you ever have to make these types of decisions, you're going to feel your heart start beating faster. Maybe your breathing is impacted. Maybe you're just feeling lightheaded. Maybe you're sweating. Okay. These are all indicators that you're making a decision. Okay. But what happens is and some people are addicted to this feeling of like that fight or flight mode. You might be like, oh, that's who would want that feeling? Lots of people. And maybe you're it. Maybe you're like, oh, I like when I get in that mode. Okay. Likely you've chosen a career and your relationships like require you to be in this mode all the time. Okay. I can tell you that this mode is not serving your health. Okay. Like this is why like in this day and age, people aren't sleeping, they're obese, their hormones are all over the place, they're all the things, okay? And it comes from constantly being in this state. Okay, in our lives, and if you want to look at like examples, fear-based decision making might look like staying in a job that you hate because you're afraid of the uncertainty of change. Or maybe it's avoiding a conversation with someone that you're in a relationship with because you're scared of conflict. Right? Professionally, it might mean not applying for a promotion because you're afraid of failure. Or sticking to outdated methods that you're doing at work because you're afraid of the unknown. You just stick with that's just not how we do it. That's not the way we've always done it mentality. Okay. While these decisions might seem safe in the short term, I promise you they are not serving you in the long term. Okay. And the number one thing I want you to be able to avoid is regret. Okay. Making decisions based out of fear is massive. Okay. When fear is the driving force, this is where we end up feeling stuck, unfulfilled, resentful. Been there, done that, you guys. Okay. We miss out on opportunities. We stay in relationships that, whether it's romantic or non, that aren't serving us. Okay. But what happens is every time you make a fear-based decision, you then set yourself up in this cycle where every fear-based decision reinforces the last one. And then it also reinforces the belief that you're not capable, that you're not worthy, leading then to more fear-based decisions. I know, we put ourselves in this cycle. Why do we do this? Okay, the first step is awareness. Everything's awareness. Recognize the fear is influencing our decisions is crucial. Okay, but when you become aware of the fear triggers and the patterns, you can then start challenging them and changing them. Okay, so start asking yourself, is this decision being made out of fear? First, identify what do you think you're afraid of? Okay, is the answer yes? That you're making the decision out of fear? Then pause, reflect. Okay, I want you guys to ask yourself some key questions. Okay, and again, if you're in Activate, we're going to dig into these, plus lots more. Okay, I want you to ask yourself, what does fear-based decision making look like in your life? What's it look like? Maybe it looks like somebody else making decisions for you. Maybe it looks like staying in the job that you hate or the relationship that you're not happy in. Maybe it looks like eating this thing when you really want to be eating that thing, or drinking this when you really want to be drinking that. Okay. Maybe it looks like doing your home reno and, settling on everything because of cost. Okay. Think of a recent decision that you've made based out of fear. How did it affect the outcome? And how do you feel when you realize a decision has been driven by fear? How does that make you feel? Because feeling's the secret. Okay, I want you to start to build some awareness around this so you can start moving away from making fear-based decisions. Okay, and this is going to be a whole journey, you guys. We're going to be digging into this all month long. Okay. And if you are not in Activate yet, download the Pursue You with a U, meaning you. You're in pursuit of yourself, of your happiness, of your joy. Okay. Download the Pursue You app. Join Activate. Join. It's a free app, you guys. I know. So even if you're like, I make decisions based on the fear of poverty or the fear of not having any money, you don't even have to worry about that. I took that element out for you. You're welcome. But join us. Okay? Can't wait to see you in there. Have an awesome day, you guys. Cheers, cheers.